Hello everybody, Sergeant Soul Tuner back with How to Rust, and today we're doing a video about tower raiding. It's a video that's been suggested to me and asked about quite a bit, and I figured I would get the best of the best that I know of, Kip and Rizzo from the Cartel clan on the Rusty City server. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're good.
Awesome. Now, when it comes to doing tower raids, or as these guys call it, ghosting or spooking, which is basically building up and getting into the base as if you were a ghost and getting back out again. When it comes to doing spook raids, these guys are the best. And I decided to have them come on here and show us exactly how they do it. I have 3 bases built up. So they're going to be able to do their spooking on 3 different builds. We're going to try to get it all in one video, but if we have to, we'll split it up. So I gave them all the materials they need in that chest there. That includes basic materials like wood, metal frags, cloth, picks, a couple picks, but they have to make the rest if they go over like 4. Build plan, hammer, all that stuff. But I also gave them 2 C4 for each of the buildings. And last but not least, any of the exploits that you guys would normally use during a spook, feel free to use during this video. Alright?
Sounds good.
Now, one last thing before we start this. It looks like it's getting dark outside, so I'm going to adjust the time. There we go, set for noon. Lastly, I cannot guarantee your safety outside of this door. If you die, the person that kills you gets all your stuff and we start over again. So it's just like a real spook. Are you ready?
Ready. Getting my gun ready.
Go! Alright, give us the play-by-play of exactly what you're doing as you're running up to the base.
We're gonna look for a gap in the building blocks right now.
Okay.
Generally, there is one. We just have to find it.
There's
Okay.
a lot of stupid people. Like a couple clans on the server.
So if you were looking for that gap, what exactly would you be looking for?
Small, very small gaps in the building crib that you could build up in and build up high enough to jump over.
If you wanted to find said gap, where would be a good place to start looking?
Very close to the high walls, because most people think that if they build their cupboards out next to the high wall, they'll be safe. But sometimes you could build right up against the high wall and build in. But that's only sometimes.
Okay.
Let me check these rocks.
Spacebar is so loud.
See if the building crib reaches up here on these rocks. It looks like it does.
Okay.
So there's no building on the rocks. With how the new covers are, how it works with range, like height, sometimes you could build on rocks and jump over, but it doesn't look like we could do it in this case.
Now, these 3 bases that are here, I'm showing you right now, these are all made by me, and they were all made with the intent of showing something different in each base. So, one of the intents for this base was having the rock right next door to the wall. So, these guys pretty much covered that very well.
I thought I saw a bald spot right here.
Okay.
Alright.
I ran through a blip. Then I just gotta find it again.
Well, they might have found something.
Yeah, I got it right here, Riz.
Okay. Start it up.
Wow, look how close
It's
that is.
it's so tiny.
It's a little 2x2, a little 1x2. Alright, since this is pretty tight, I'll let you do it. Not much room for 2 people to get in there.
It must be real tight.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes that's all it takes, is a spot so small that only your body can fit into it. And sometimes even then you have to crouch just to be able to get in.
Are we gonna be able
That's
to
where
make
we're at,
this?
Riz.
I think
Check.
if we have meds, so we could run to the high wall. If we could land on the high wall, we're good.
Yeah, I have mitts. Yeah, we can make it.
Yeah, we can make that.
So when you're jumping through a high wall, you want to land in between the bars, and if you have meds, you can walk right through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you can make it on the high wall, if it's 1 layer, you're good.
Well, you guys made it look really easy. Alright, so they have gotten themselves up and over the high wall. Now the hard part, they have to get inside this base. Why would they get inside this base? Well, for a normal raid, that's where all the goodies are, right?
Yeah.
But for this video, in each base is a single supply grenade, and they only have 2 C4 to get to it. So, explain to us what you're doing right now.
Using the shadows to try and look for light to tell where the honeycomb is.
Okay.
So depending on your graphics settings, you'll be able to see through light shining through the base.
Yeah,
Right.
I have my shadows off, so I cannot see shadows at all right now. So this is all on him to figure out and give his expert opinion on where we should blow in.
Okay.
So it looks like it's a full honeycomb. I can see light shining through all the way down to here, Riz.
Okay.
To the second one from the bottom.
So 2 floors of honeycomb?
At least.
Okay. What do you think? We can't boost 3. You want to blow one of these cupboards open and build up?
We'll have to pop a cupboard, because if we pop the honeycomb, we're going to get stuck.
Okay.
Because the idea of spook raiding is it's kind of like an economy raid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheapest way possible of getting into a base.
And that's why they only have 2 C4 per base.
So this is for sure a real cupboard because building blocked right up to it.
All right, take whatever one you
What do you
want.
think? You want to do this one?
That's one thing I didn't cover in this base. A lot of times you'll actually see fake tool cupboard shacks going around just to confuse you as to whether or not it's in this one or if it's in that one. So yes, they're correct. All of these are real cupboards, but sometimes you will see fakes. All right. Oh geez, that got you real close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby.
These guys made that look really easy.
Let's do the Kip strat.
Yeah, so what we're doing now
Okay.
is we build a 1x1, but then we build a ceiling back into our building prived area.
Okay.
So right now our building is actually in a building blocked area, but we're building back to work around that.
But you're standing in the area that isn't blocked.
You got it.
All right. Sounds easy enough, right, guys?
Yeah.
For those of you that are watching.
With this strategy, you pretty much block your way off and use a 1x1 to get all the way up.
Okay.
So the person you're with has to follow you up, or it doesn't really work. I mean, it does work, but only one person will be able to make it through.
This sounds like a really easy way to solo raid as well.
Yeah.
A base as big as this is, we generally wouldn't try to economy raid,
Right.
but this type of tower would be good for skipping honeycomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going on the ceiling and blowing through the ceiling down.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
you
Most
got
of
it.
the time, their loot is on the first, or the top floor, the floor below the top floor. So
Fair enough. I mean, you guys got up here quick.
okay. Can we just?
We're straight up out of building priv now. So we built above the privilege.
We're above the
Jeez,
privilege
look at that.
now.
Right to the edge.
Oh, look at that. There's our chest. There's our hot loot.
Hot loot. One thing I want to add while they're doing that, there is the potential for somebody to shoot your tower out from underneath you.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to try to get up that tower as quick as possible without wasting the resources.
Yeah, look at the honeycomb, Riz.
Yeah.
Called it.
It is 2 layers of honeycomb for sure. I need to
Good
put
job,
shadows
guys.
on.
Alright, so they have their first supply grenade. I'm going to get them set up into the second building shack, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're in the second shack now. These guys have all the materials they need for this second raid, which is 10,000 wood each, a couple thousand metal frags, a little bit of cloth. Oh, thank you, Kip, so much. A little bit of cloth, and of course, 2 C4. This is a different style of spooking raid, so gonna be a little different, guys, but still the same rules apply. Any exploiting that you can do to make it work, go right ahead. Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright,
Ready, ready, ready.
don't get shot. Alright, base number 2 is this one here in the middle. Now this type, instead of having a wall going all the way around the base, it has 4 tool cupboard shacks that have high external walls going around with a small layer of high external walls going around the base itself. This is very common in either solo players or small groups that don't have the resources to build something massive like our first base.
Now, this looks pretty much like it's going to be impossible to build close because of how the cupboards are spaced. They look pretty well spaced.
Okay.
But since it There's no entrance on it, right? It's just a full ring of high walls.
Full ring of high walls. This is a TP base.
So what we're probably going to look to do then is we're going to look at these cupboards
Okay.
that are high wall. Look for a gap in the high wall to blow the cupboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one over here, Riz.
Could you get a C4 through it?
I mean, I could. I don't know about you.
Where is it? Which one was the cupboard you were thinking of?
There's one over here. You'd have to Kobe it really hard, though.
Alright, you could try it. I mean, I guess we'd have to use what we have. I was gonna say.
Don't use it yet, though, because we're going to have to use it to get into the base by the look of it.
Yeah, I think the top is.
Which means...
Picking
There's
a high
another
wall.
way in. Yeah, I'd pick a high wall here.
But we don't know if the cupboard's walls are facing the right or wrong way, so it's pretty hit or miss if you wanted to do that.
Let me have a look here, Riz. So another thing that's not uncommon for spooking is we'll walk all the way out of building blocked and we'll build a scout tower. Right here,
Yeah.
Riz.
Okay.
Are you blocked there?
No.
We're gonna ignore the base behind you guys because that's base number 3.
So this doesn't have to be massive.
Just enough to look over.
All right.
I can't get this one wall. It's always this one wall.
Yeah, it's gotta be by the stairs. There you go.
Okay, so the top is opened. It's probably covered inside, obviously. So this is a tricky one.
Sergeant Soldier always gives you the best for videos.
Gotta put our minds together for this one, Kip.
Something like this, probably... I'd probably skip it.
Yeah. I mean, it would cost a little bit more than 2 C4 to actually get into this base.
No, I think you can do it too, but... It's the risk, right? If you're solo raiding, like if you're spooking as a solo player,
Yes.
then if you wanted to pick a high wall like this, there's a lot of risk, especially on a high pop server like this one.
Very,
Yeah,
very true.
You could
Very
get
true.
killed at any time doing this without somebody to watch your back.
So what is it, 2 layers of high walls right there?
Yeah, it's like 2 layers all the way around, it looks like. Let me just try to chuck a C4 between the high walls. Try to
Well,
hit
you
the
can
cover.
get one for sure over here. And this will let you build up. Where was it? I think this one right here. Well, that's a sketchy one though.
Yeah,
That's sketchy.
I will admit that the way that tool cupboard surrounding was designed was for you to throw a C4 through.
yeah. This cupboard, probably you could do it right here for sure. You could definitely get this side here.
Sometimes it's a little difficult to.
You might don't do that though. You might not be able to shoot the cupboard out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get it to act. Right.
You could shoot the cupboard through here. Right here. Actually. I don't know. It looks like the high wall is eating the bullet. No, you
No,
can shoot right
it's
here.
hitting.
Let's go Kobe this one over here maybe. So spooking involves a lot of checking multiple times.
Fair enough.
If we were a small group, we don't want to waste C4.
Sometimes you don't even have C4.
And therefore can imagine civilizations immensely beyond.
Can you get through that? Yeah, you could shoot the cupboard from back here. I don't know if I can hit the C4 from here though.
Yeah, but you're Rizzo.
You're right, you're right. Let me just do it?
I can't see why not.
Let's see. How far does the building priv go back here?
That one might get overlapped. No, that one should be good.
Alright.
Yo, you got it, Riz?
I'm gonna try it. And if we don't get it, we'll rip to the supply grenade. Rip! That's hitting the high wall.
All right, well, there goes one of the two C4. Would you guys like me to tell you how this one was supposed to be designed?
Yeah, there's no way we're getting through that.
Through a high wall. You throw the C4 through, get the,
That was the intent for the shack on this side, was to throw it between the gap here. Now, I might have placed it a little off, so let's see if I can
I don't think
myself.
you can.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
That one's pretty hard. You might be able to do that one.
Let me up. Let me up. Let me up.
Oh yeah, you can do that one.
Just like that.
But then
That
can
was
you
the
shoot
intent
it?
for that one.
Yeah, can you shoot the cover from there though? That's the question.
You tell me.
Yeah, you can.
That was how you guys were supposed to do that. The other way was actually over here by your tower. You tower up, jump off the tower, land on the high wall, throw 2C4 on the roof.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Okay, let's
either
tower
way,
in, Riz.
either way, continue.
This is still overlapped here.
the building block is overlapped here.
So
Hold
from
on,
this
remove
point
these
forth,
rows.
they're going to be doing the same towering method up that we saw in the last video. So I'm just going to cut forward a little bit until they're done building. Okay, so these guys have their tower. Why don't you guys go ahead and talk about what exactly you've done to make this work?
Okay, so since the cupboards, even though we have this cupboard next to the base, the building privilege kind of overlaps. So the main cupboard inside the base still blocks us fairly well to being able to jump up. So we kind of had to build this even weirder than normal. So
Okay.
it's
And then
a
I
little-
see you did the chest on top of the door exploit.
Yeah, this one was pretty difficult to get up, but we managed to do it. Yeah, we have the chest here on top of the door. I'm gonna try to make this jump.
All right, man.
If anything, I'll land on the second high wall, and maybe he can land on my head and then jump over. But I'm just gonna try to make the base.
Okay.
If you die, I'll tell Fluid you love him.
I have 1 HP.
Wow. Don't move.
If you jump as well, you could land on my head, and you could jump on the roof if you land on my head. Get ready to pop a med kit. Oh, there you go, there you go. Rip.
Rip.
Never mind. Let's see if I'll be able to jump. No, there's no jumping.
Yeah, this is also a hazard of spooking.
Killing yourself on high walls has happened multiple times.
I'm out of bear meat.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sorry,
if you can
guys,
catch
but I think you failed this raid.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did.
All right. So far,
This is why you would skip it.
you're 1 and 1. You've got one. You missed one. So I'm gonna get these guys set up in the third shack. We'll be right back. Okay, we're in the third shack for the third base. These guys failed the second one. Unfortunately, they did not get the supply grenade for it. Are you ready to make the third attempt?
Yes.
You have your 2C4, all of your supplies and everything?
Yes.
All right, don't die. All right, so go ahead and tell us what exactly you see coming up.
It's a
See
little
a raid
baby
tower?
base.
I see all of your raid stuff from before, yes.
Little
There's a
baby
raid tower
base.
on the base to the right.
Oh, hey, look at that! Someone spooked that base.
Nice. What do you see for shadows?
Just the top floor.
The top
Just
floor.
a little bit coming through.
So,
I think
It's
it's
a very,
honeycomb.
very small 2x2.
I think it's all honeycombed. I think it's all airlocked.
This is the type of base you see for most solo players or duos. 2x2 with a couple tool cupboard shacks going around the outside.
Let's check all the cupboards. See if we could pick a wall down. Oh. Ooh, I like it.
What we're gonna do, Riz, is we're gonna go up. We should be able to get on the roof from here. We're gonna corner pick that door.
Okay. I mean, I have C4. Remember?
Oh, this isn't gonna get us up. We're gonna build into building block.
That doorway is
So-
facing the right way as well.
It doesn't matter. You can still pick the corner. So because we have a little gap right here,
Okay.
and the only reason we have a gap is because it's on a slope. As
Right.
soon as we jump up or we build up at all, we get into building blocked again.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we won't be able to go any
Here,
higher.
here, try this. Ready? Hold on. Where's the spot? Where's the spot?
What are you guys gonna do now?
To try something that I was doing yesterday when we were jumping into that base. Where's the spot here?
Now, while these
Back
guys
up.
try to figure this out, a lot of you are probably going to say, well, why are there 3 bases so close together? This is the kind of thing that you may see in large clan compounds where you have multiple people that want to live separately but still live within the compound of the clan. So they might not all live together, but their bases still might be this close, and their honeycombing or their tool cupboard shacks or whatever might be close enough to where one could be interfering with the rate of another.
Yeah, I was gonna think maybe close enough. But as soon as you walk up, you're like instantly building block of this. So we,
It's all overlapping.
even if we pop one cupboard, we'll still be blocked.
I think we pop a cupboard and pick a door. I don't see any holes.
Say this one. Because these two, that one over there and this one, are like the most spread apart. But I mean, there's one there from the other base. I think we should do this one.
Yeah, might as well. I'm trusting you, Riz.
Okay. It might not
You
be
only
a
get
good
2
thing.
C4.
Oh man, we should have been. Hold on, Riz.
Okay. I spoke too soon. Yeah, this overlaps way too well.
Sergeant Solj is a builder. So what these guys are doing is they're picking the soft side of the door frame, or trying to.
It's got to be a 90 degree.
There is an exploit video for this.
Spoke
So-
too soon with the C4.
As soon as we see them actually damaging the door frame, we'll blow it up for them and simulate them actually picking it down.
Yo, Riz, stop pushing me, bro. Only one person at a time.
I got you, good. Yeah, that building block is like overlapped perfectly.
Oh.
You had a hit there.
Nope. Not yet.
You did what damage to it? You had the spot.
You could do it.
This is the hardest one in my opinion.
It is quite difficult. Unless you're Sergeant
Oh.
Solj. Not yet.
And it has to be like right on the corner.
Yep. This is one where it doesn't have to be at max distance.
Got
There
it.
it is. Alright, so basically Kip found the sweet spot for picking the backside of a door frame. He's probably going to be here for about maybe 5-10 minutes. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to blow this up for him.
Oh,
There you go, Kippy.
Nothing in there, you troll. Okay, so now we build up and we pick this upside down.
okay. Yeah.
Soldier daytime is.
Alright, fine. You guys have a few more hours to do this. Make it count. Did that go?
Yo, Riz, come up.
I don't think it went. Oh, whoops. There we go.
Oh, that doorway's backwards anyways.
Yep. So now we're picking this upside here.
Okay.
So rip that doorway.
Pick, 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 pick. Speed that up for them.
Hey, look at that.
0 C4 raid. We're just too dumb
Zero
to realize
C4
it.
raid, and they're too dumb to realize it.
Nice.
That's going to be it for this episode of How to Rust. We did what we call spooking or ghosting or tower raiding. There are so many examples of this that weren't even covered in this video. So if there's anything specific that you want to see, please let us know or let me know in the comment section of this video, and I'll do my best to let these guys know, hey, can we work on showing this, and we'll do that. So is there anything that you guys want to add to this video?
Just that we're the greatest.
Yeah.
Except for house number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that house was tough. We fucked that up. Fucked that up.
Alright. Well, anyway, Sergeant Solge with me, it's KipDynamite and Rizzo from the Cartel clan on the Rusticity server, and we'll see you in the next How to Rust video.
Bye-bye.
Y'all done, soldier?
Hey guys. Thank you for watching How to Rust, a series for new players to the game of Rust. If you have any ideas for future episodes that could be useful to new players, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments section of this video.